I obtained a game key for Horror Night with Tung 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 Sahur from Source Byte for review purposes. Horror Night with Tung 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 Sahur is a first-person horror, puzzle, comedy game developed and published by Source Byte, released on July 30th on 2025. At first glance, Horror Night with Tung 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 Sahur looks like the kind of over-the-top AI-generated meme fodder that you might click on out of morbid curiosity, only to bounce off after 5 chaotic minutes. And frankly, given its deep roots in AI-generated Italian brainrot meme culture, I assumed the same. But to my surprise, this game is actually pretty good. Beneath the bizarre aesthetic and intentionally absurd trappings lies a shockingly functional horror puzzle experience that might just win you over if you're open to its unique brand of nonsense. You play as an unfortunate soul whose car breaks down in the middle of the forest. Pretty shaken by the ordeal, and night falling fast, you spot a suspiciously convenient mansion and seek shelter. Of course, this being a horror game, the door creaks open on its own, and before you can say bad idea, you're locked inside with a malicious being who chants Tung, 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 Sahur from the shadows. What follows is a mix of escape room puzzling, survival light exploration, and lots, and I do mean lots, of AI-fueled jump scares. The game leans hard into its generative roots. Practically every element, voices, descriptions, item names, cutscenes, and even some UI choices, feels AI-driven, complete with typos, uncanny voice clips, and the occasional surreal text snippet. Thankfully, SourceByte is upfront about this in the store description, so there are no surprises if you're sensitive to or critical of AI use in games. If you're staunchly anti-AI in your media, this isn't going to change your mind. But if you view AI tools as part of the joke, or as a way to enhance a specific type of meta-horror absurdity, then this game might strike a strange and fascinating chord. The main gameplay loop is reminiscent of titles like Granny or Hello Neighbor. You're trapped in a maze-like mansion, and your goal is to solve a series of environmental puzzles, find scattered items like keycards and lighters, and avoid the wrath of the titular Tung 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 Sahur, who patrols the halls with chaotic unpredictability. Other characters, including Tralalelo Tralala and Ballerina Cappuccina, adds to the madness, though most of them serve as flavor or sporadic events rather than anything as substantial as Sahur.
But you are very funny. I like you. I think you should run. 3, 2, whether hidden or not, I'm looking.
While the game has the look and sound of chaos, the design is surprisingly forgiving. Get caught by Sahur and you're not thrown back to the title screen, you'll respawn nearby with a slight health penalty. Health itself is easily managed. Pills and resources like ammo or lighter fluid respawn constantly, and I ended the game with an inventory full of supplies. In short, Horror Night doesn't punish you for experimenting or taking your time. It's more about exploration and solving puzzles than tense high-stakes survival. Puzzle design is decent, occasionally clever, and never overly frustrating. You will find clues hidden in photos, behind locked doors, and via quirky mini-challenges like lighting candles or hitting targets. While the atmosphere is spooky, the constant absurdity, like AI voiceovers, randomly shouting, "Tongue!" or rooms filled with nonsensical posters, keeps the tone balanced between horror and comedy.
I was fast! Very fast! It wasn't enough! There were too many traps! Oh, stupid me!
Controls are mostly smooth, although I did run into occasional friction when interacting with number pads or finicky objects. Sahur's ability to walk through doors can be annoying at first, but like most horror AI antagonists, he becomes more predictable the longer you play. Graphically, the game is middle of the road, but it offers plenty of options to tweak lighting, shadows, and post-processing effects, so tinkerers will find some customization to smooth out the rough edges. Audio is a mixed bag. Volume levels spike dramatically, especially during jump scares or when Sahur yells, so I found myself adjusting sound often. Some voice lines sound intentionally broken or glitchy, while others play it surprisingly straight. The inconsistency actually adds to the charm and unpredictability, reinforcing the idea that you're trapped inside an unhinged AI fever dream.
This will definitely come in handy for me.
For the uninitiated, brainrot humor is a form of internet meme culture where the punchline is that there is no punchline. It's anti logic, anti coherence, and entirely driven by absurdity. Think of a picture of a backpack with a caption, Simple Apricot Gingerbread, and you're halfway there. Tung 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 Sahur is a perfect mascot for this flavor of internet humor. His name, his design, and his behavior all feel like they were cobbled together by a neural network trained on half-corrupted Vine compilations and discarded Reddit posts. But here's the kicker, it works. Whether intentionally or not, Horror Night manages to take that absurd humor and wrap it around a functional, entertaining, and even charming horror game. It's not polished in a traditional sense, and it's certainly not for everyone, but it understands its own identity. It embraces chaos without completely sacrificing playability, a balance few brain-rot inspired games manage to strike.
I already have 5 photos. I have to go back to Tralalero.
As a horror fan, an escape room enthusiast, and someone who enjoys weird meme-driven internet ephemera, I had a lot of fun with Horror Night with Tung 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 Sahur. It's an oddly compelling game that sits somewhere between parody and functional indie horror experience. It won't convert AI skeptics or those allergic to internet humor, but for those curious or the chaos tolerant, this game offers a genuinely entertaining ride. At the very least, you'll walk away muttering, Tung, 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 Sahur, under your breath. I give Horror Night with Tung 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 Sahur a 5 out of 10.